making guests feel welcome one home at a time.
Welcome to phase 2 of our backyard transformation. So we have a big room with privacy fencing along here. It's all natural. And we wanted to create a little room inside of the big room because that's what you do in garden transformations, yard transformations. So we started with this really cool and very heavy fire bowl.
Very heavy.
Extremely heavy, like we had to roll it down a hill to get it in here.
That was not a good day.
That was
for you or me.
Yeah, it's true. And then around this bowl, we had stone. And it wasn't a lot of stone, maybe 2 feet of stone.
Maybe,
so it wasn't really usable on this slope of a yard. We did some fires and we tried to sit around it, but our legs of our chairs would go into the grass and it was muddy and it just was not ideal. So phase 2, after our giant deck, was putting in this giant patio, and it seems really giant at first till you get people down here, and then it doesn't so much.
Yeah, it does. When they were building it, I was wondering if it's going to be like a 3-story building down from the deck. I mean,
it's crazy.
Huge.
It was huge.
Yeah.
So what we did was we had this idea, mostly me, of a round patio because the yard is square, so we wanted to go round, and I wanted some seating to go around the actual bowl, and then a wall so people didn't fall backwards. You know, when you're talking and woo! No, we didn't want that because it's quite a slope, which we'll show you shortly. So I started with photos of flagstone and stacked stone. And I just wanted to get an idea, and we talked through those ideas, what we liked, what we didn't like. And once we had that selected, then we started getting reviews and quotes from patio builders. And we happened across this great guy who came with his own crew. And he just said, I will build you what you want. And that's the kind of contractor you want. You don't want them telling you, no, I can't do that. No, you don't want that.
He never said no. I mean,
he said, I'll make it happen no matter what.
And he did.
And so I kind of cut him loose as far as the design of the stacked stone and which pieces to use. And we had giant pallets of stone, because you have to buy a whole pallet.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. And we're going to use the stone for other projects, so it was all good.
It's been moved twice now.
At least.
At least
maybe
twice.
3 times. So what you can't see and what I didn't know is when you make something like this, it's not just stacked stone. This is a facade. These stones go over cement blocks, which we were both like, what's happening? What are you doing? Because cement blocks are super heavy and super structurally sound.
And cheaper than this.
And
so it fills in the space.
Yes. And so we just left this up to them. They know what they're doing. They stacked it in all these different styles. And we were, of course, delighted. There was one guy, that was his job. Then another guy worked on chiseling out this flagstone for the curve.
It was cool watching them do it.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
A lot of dust flying, very interesting. And then they did the patio around the wall, because the wall is massive, y'all. Hugely massive. Now, we had some challenges with this project. Did I mention the slope? Yeah. So the sloped part of the yard was key to getting this level, because nobody wants to sit like this around a fire. Plus, you have to be a certain distance from the fire. So as this was expanding, we were like, what have we done? This is gonna look ridiculous.
I was thinking I will not have to cut grass anymore.
Which is true. So one of the things that I love about this fire bowl is the lid we got. So we're going to show you this lid. It's incredible.
It's a great lid. It's stainless steel.
Tempered.
It's 20 pounds, but it feels a lot heavier than that.
It does.
I believe if there was an asteroid going to hit the Earth, I would hide under this right here. I think that probably would stop it. And what did I say? It weighs 20 pounds?
Yeah, ish. Yeah. Or maybe it does. It sits on this bowl. Perfectly. I could not recommend this company more. We will link below and put on our Amazon store this lid.
Pleasant Flames is the name of the company.
And I asked them to make it this size. So they didn't offer it this size. So let that be a little tip for you. If you want something and that's what you want, you can contact the store and ask them, do you make this any bigger? Which is what they did for me. So now they offer the size. So we love this. We're able to snuff. It's actually a snuffer.
Yeah.
You can snuff your fire, go to bed, not worry about it. It's steel. Nothing's going to go anywhere. It looks great with the bowl itself and the patio, and it protects it from rain, snow, hail, anything.
And
right
it weathers naturally. It looks better now than when we got it. Yeah.
All right. So here's something that we figured out. First of all, I wanted perennial plants, evergreen plants around this patio because we use it mostly spring, fall, winter, not so much the summer. No one wants to sit around a blazing fire when it's 90,000 degrees outside, which is what it gets in the south. So I wanted to have really pretty things that would mostly make it through the winter. And then it'll always look bright and happy. So some greens, some yellows, some purples, some red. This red is from a candy corn spirea, the only candy corn I allowed in the Come On Over house. So we had this planned out, and then we got 10 inches of rain. What was it?
Oh, it was
a crazy amount of rain.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Well, at that time, because of the slope, we did not have really good grass, and so a lot of mud and dirt come running down, and we had about 2 inches of mud.
Sludge.
On there. So I got to spend one of my Saturdays with a shovel and shoveling up mud for about 4 hours. And at that point, we decided we had to have
sodded.
Had to have it sodded. So now we have not had that problem.
No,
again.
Once we had this sod installed, and that was fascinating to watch too, worth every penny.
Oh yeah.
We had 3 quotes come out, 3 companies come out, quote it. We really liked the guy who did the sod. And we just cut him loose to let him do what he thought would work best. And I would say from the day he put the sod down, we had no more runoff.
Yeah.
It was amazing what that
when
did.
you're dealing with a sloped yard, that's one of those things you have to, we really didn't think about that until it happened.
We had grass. It wasn't great grass.
Wasn't
It was
great.
not great. And it was patchy. We don't get a lot of sun back here. This is very shaded. So the sod, totally worth it. Now, let's show you probably the most shocking part of this area. Come with us. So this is what you really see from the deck and when you're down here. And we have more beautiful plants here, some repeating, but what I have here are the colors you want in your garden. A yellow, green, the blue, green, purple, a little more yellow, and what's going around the corner here, tomorrow actually, is a beautiful blood good red Japanese maple. And those can get large, but we're gonna keep trimming it to really be this flowing red that comes up, and then we'll top it. So we'll keep it shaped in a smaller shape for right here.
Did you say tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
we're buying that tomorrow. So he's gonna be digging a hole tomorrow. Yeah, his favorite thing.
Oh, I love I love when the shovels come out.
Now, as you come around here, you're gonna say, oh my goodness, look at that wall. Yes, look at this wall. This is how sloped our yard is. This wall is probably 5 feet tall. So I'm 5'4", I'm down here, and you can see I'm probably just about level with it. It's a 5-foot wall, y'all.
That scared me when they were putting that up. I was like, what are we building? Do they know it's going to be a patio? Or do they think we're building a skyscraper back here? Because it was,
a safe space. It was crazy. So you can imagine all of this stone and how they just kept working and working. And this guy that did it, he was killed. He was, it was amazing. So.
But that gives you an idea of the slope.
It's crazy slope.
We had.
Crazy slope. So what I did almost immediately was I pulled all of this from my garden beds already. I had things that needed to be moved, really. And
You always have something that needs to be moved.
or dug up or
Dug up.
chopped down or
put
something.
over here.
Yeah. So now you also notice we have stone around here because we have an armadillo sometimes who will not leave our plants alone. So we went ahead and just continued the flagstone along here, which is fine. So I had some autumn ferns left over from another project. I had some Lenten roses that bloom in the winter. Those were great. I had hostas, and this got hit by hail a couple days ago. Thrilling. It's okay. And some more hostas, and that just kind of continues around. Hostas, ferns, and Lenten roses. And that is what a woodland garden will hold. So if you are building something like this and you want something that will come back each year or stay green, which some of the ferns do, and of course the Lenten roses, just go simple, simple, simple. It will reward you.
You don't have to dig them up, put them anywhere else.
Again?
They're here to stay.
Now let's go back to the patio and we'll talk about a few more wrap-up details. So parting tips if you are thinking about installing a patio. First, have a rough estimate of your budget.
Yes.
Now your contractor will want to know what your budget is. We always say, you tell us what you could do this for, and it's usually within our budget.
Right. Yeah.
It's usually close enough.
Well, we get 3 quotes.
We do.
You'll be surprised at how different those quotes can be from one person to another, but also get references for the person that's doing the job, either pictures of his work or, talk to people that he's worked for in the past.
Yeah, we found a lot of our people on Facebook, our neighborhood Facebook, and who they've used. We've seen the photos and we're like, okay, that sounds good. So we know we can trust that from the area. The second thing is, don't just throw out, well, I want a circle with a bench and a wall. That does not help the contractor. Have photos of what you like, the shape, the style of the stone, the height, all of that, have that ready, because that gives the contractor a good idea of how much time he's going to need, the scale of the project, and where he needs to go for the supplies.
Well, you went and helped pick out the rocks.
I actually went with the contractor and we chose the rocks, and that was very important.
Yep.
Very important. I would say after that, if you trust this contractor, you can cut them loose to make this how they know to make it.
Well, you've given them a pretty good roadmap.
And just
Pictures, you've helped pick out the stone.
let them do their
Yeah,
thing.
let 'em do it.
Let them do their thing. And then make sure you share what the limitations are. For us, the slope was a huge limitation, and he knew he was building around this fire bowl. So he knew what kind of space. You don't want to bring the fire pit or the fire bowl in at the end. You want to have that ready. If this is your focus, and that's what it was, then have that ready for him to work with, because you have to be a certain distance.
He sort of built around the bowl, actually.
He absolutely did.
Yeah.
Then he cut a hole in the patio to set it down in. Another tip would be ready with your landscaping. We had a moment where the contractor wanted to extend the cement that this sits on too far. And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I want to landscape around here. I put them out. He was like, that is different. So he adjusted this patio according to my landscaping. So if you're going to landscape, have that ready.
Yep, good tip.
And critical for those of you with a sloped yard, like ours, think about your runoff before you really finish it up, because once it's finished and it looks beautiful and you're so proud, and then
Things happen.
and sludge, and it was a disaster.
It was a learning curve.
It was a huge learning curve. Maybe have your sod lined up before then, or if you are heavily sodded and you're ready, that's good. But if you're in a shady area like this, it could be a big deal.
Yeah.
Also, keep in mind, this is outside. You're going to have leaves and tree shrapnel, and birds are going to use this to sit around and create a mess. And you're going to have disasters that happen, and you just have to go with it. It's outside. it's supposed to look well used, and it does.
It does.
It looked very natural from the moment we started. Also, I want one more tip on the contractor. You will have to use grout. And when I found out they were going to use gray grout, I was like, no, 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 stop, stop, stop. And I kind of brought it to a standstill because I knew I wanted this tan, natural looking grout. And it took a hard minute or a couple days to find that. So the project kind of stopped while they found that. So just make sure you have every piece of that decided before you start.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to come to a halt. And then you'll end up with something you love to visit, love to have company over. Everyone loves to come down here and enjoy a fire. We love it.
It's the place to be.
It's the place to be at the Come On Over house. So if you have a fire pit patio in mind, learn from our experience. We had a pretty good experience.
Absolutely. It was.
But now if we did another one, we know exactly what to do.
Come on over. Now go make someone feel special today.